Currently, as we speak, the company has launched an operation called Operation All Must Pay. This is aimed at oh, you go on. Go on. I thought you were moving along. The Operation All Must Pay is a revenue mobilization campaign that the company has launched starting last Monday, and it will be in place to next week, Friday. The idea is to rake in more revenue to support the daily activities of the company. Honourable members, it is an opportune time for me to solicit your support in this regard, because like I stated earlier, electricity delivery is no longer the sole business of ECG. Without you, we cannot perform efficiently. And that's how come I went ahead to acknowledge the hardworking members of Assembly who helped us and are still helping us in the course of our work. So we call on you to sensitize your communities for them to understand and know the need for them to pay their electricity bills. This activity, Operation All Must Pay, is very, very important. When staff come around, the import of our visit is to get the revenue paid by customers. It is not in our interest in any way to disconnect customers. Disconnection has to be a last resort. So we call on members to help us to talk to our members. The Honorable Member of Parliament of Ahanta West has gone a step ahead to solicit support from the Ministry of Energy for the extension of an improvement of power supply in at least 20 communities in the municipality. I want to emphasize that we are going to work collaboratively with the Assembly, in the office of the MP, to ensure that we do these works and others that ECG in its own budget is doing, so that we improve upon power supply in the municipality. Like I stated, if the power improves in the municipality, it is the municipality that succeeds. We are also undertaking a 100-day maintenance project. This operation was instituted by management from the head office level to help the districts to sort out their immediate network maintenance challenges within this 100 days. It's lasting up to 31st of August. It's lasting up to 31st of August. We are working on this. We'll be replacing corroded hedges in especially coastal communities like Funko Butre platform, and I hope we are all on it. We appreciate the commitment there, and we call on you to continue to engage us, help us identify the bottlenecks so that we can take advantage of the 100 days maintenance project to get them resolved. We are also, like I said earlier, undertaking vegetation control. We are collaborating with the Assembly members, and so far we are having positive feedback from you. But the greatest challenge, PM, has to do with the rubber plantations, the palm plantations, and in few occasions, coconut plantations, The challenge, MC, the list is ready. Tomorrow I'll find time to meet you if it will. The list is ready. Tomorrow I'll find time to meet you if it will your convenience, so that we see the way from be in your convenience, so that we see the way forward. Assemblymen will call on you when the time comes, so that our lines would be stable. You don't know who will be in need, who will be in critical need of electricity at a point that a rubber tree causes outage. Having faulty and aged meters with smart prepaid meters in the prepaid zones of the municipality. If I say smart prepaid meter, it's a meter that you can sit, even right here in the assembly room, you can buy credit on your meter as we speak. That is what we call the smart prepaid. You don't need to go to a vendor to vend. You buy it on your phone. So we are changing all 40 meters, all new service connections, all separate meters, and all aged meters with the prepaid meters. So far, we've enjoyed collaboration from the communities, and we continue to seek for more, as Oliver Twist will always do. Community engagement is ongoing in the municipality. We will soon get to your community. What do? We want to engage our customers on safety and energy conservation, and also explain to them tariff issues, billing challenges, and all that. So soon we'll get to your community and you have your fair share. Now, PM, permit me to highlight some challenges in our network that will need your support to address. The first has to do with fake meters. We have observed over time, in the past few years, the proliferation of fake meters in our network. Now, this is very important. Even if I end on this note and I pass the message down, I'll be happy. The government started electrification penetration in the country through what we call SHEP, Self-Help Electricity Project. And this project, extensions are made and meters are supplied through the project for installation. It continued from government to government, and the project went on. Now, what we've seen is that some people have taken advantage of this dispensation and are now importing fake meters in and getting them installed in the network. Now, the effect of this is overload of our transformers, insurgence of outages and faults. It is not the desire of ECG to see a single customer sleep in darkness, not to talk of an entire community. But the proliferation of these fake meters are adding up to the loading of the transformers. Every transformer is installed based on some preset calculations that the engineers do to size a transformer for a community. And from time to time, we monitor the load and then appropriately do injections and all that. Now, when these meters are installed without our knowledge, what it means is that if we are not able to get to the community on time to monitor the transformer gets overloaded and gets damaged. Now, management has directed PM that we get all these fake meters removed from the network. Now, when they are removed, the users will be passed through the normal channel to acquire a new meter. I regret to say, MC, that we had information that unfortunately some of your assemblymen are deep neck involved in this trade of fake meters. The news is that that era is past and gone. If today you have those fake meters in your bedroom, please, maybe go and excavate somewhere and bury them. Kindly bury those meters. As any meter that will be found in our network, we are going to remove them and surcharge the owners, the users, for electricity consumed. They will pay, and failure to do so, they will be taken through the law. And MC, you are aware that government has instituted a fast-track court to deal with power-related issues. The police is heavily informed, and so far they are collaborating with us effectively. So please, we don't want a situation whereby we will have challenges in the communities. We'll be coming around to remove those meters. Now, I can give you a dispensation. If some of your communities have these meters, what you can do for them is to inform them to gently come and own up in our office. Oh, I have the meter in my facility. Then we'll take you through the normal process. You register for a new meter, we get the new meter installed, then we surcharge the power you've consumed on the old one for you to pay. Otherwise, if we come to the community, we are removing everything, and then we'll still surcharge you to pay. So please, let's get our people informed. Honorable PM, as part of our challenges, we have what we call infrastructure vulnerabilities. In our coastal communities, Funko, Ajwa, New Amanfro, and all that, because of the effect, Butre, for instance, Butre community, I hope they are here. You know what I'm talking about. And Aunakrum, you know what I'm talking about. From time to time, because of the effect of the sea breeze, our assets get corroded. Transformer tanks get corroded. Our headgears get corroded, and all that. And as and when we identify them, we resolve them. Let me be quick to add that recently we had a visit from TV3. TV3 came with a very disturbing news that members of Funko or customers in Funko community are saying that ECG has relegated them to the background and we are not taking care of their needs and all that. Meanwhile, at the time the reporter came to my office, a contractor just left the community to from replacing some of the headgears. And as I speak with you right now, we have also taken data, and by next week, a contractor is going back to the community to continue with the replacement of defective network components. So I want to state in the face of this assembly this afternoon that it is not the desire of ECG for any single customer to be in darkness, not to talk of a community. So as and when we identify the network challenges, we resolve them. If we haven't seen them, please, and you have seen them, kindly prompt us. You are on the platform. Pictures are welcome, videos are welcome, area names, GPS locations, just put them there, and then we'll work on them. PM, like I said, one big challenge we are facing as a company in this municipality has to do with the vegetation interruption of our network. Those which are coming from wild vegetation, we are controlling them on our own. But the challenge, like I said earlier, has to do with the plantations, the farms. Someone will say, won't you relocate the line? Apart from the cost of relocation, we've observed that both left and right sides of the roads are all engaged. So we are just appealing to the owners to understand and help us eliminate those threatening ones. Now, let me cite this scenario. Imagine you prevent ECG from cutting the rubber tree, and you send a worker to the farm to go and work, to tap the rubber tree. And the line, or let me say the rubber comes on the line at that point, and you kill a human being. Is that one better than allowing us to cut 1 or 2 rubber trees? No. The answer, I think, is no. So please, areas from Mantrak area towards the oil machine shop, there is some rubber plantation there. Sankor to Yako, Welcome through Chevron to Jo Horozo. Others are also from Jorozo to the town. Then from the town, the junction through Akwada Primary School. The rest are also from Bremen T of to Bremen Town, and from Buzia T of to Buzia Town. Those are just a few of them. If you help us and we are able to eliminate them, I can assure you that unless we have challenges from Great Coast end, we would enjoy 24-hour power supply. PM, we also have a few security concerns over the period. Vandalism. Now, Honorable Assemblyman, you need to get to understand that the transformers that we put in our communities are protected by what we call fuses. These fuses prevent the transformer from getting damaged as a result of overload. And the fuses are calculated based on projected loads and then fixed on the transformer. So the idea is that it is better for the fuse, which is cheaper, to go off than the transformer that is more expensive to get damaged. I hope we get it. Now, when a fuse goes off, 2 things. It's either there is a fault on the line or the load has grown. So it is your responsibility and duty to let us know that your fuse has gone off. Our people will come to look for whether there is a fault on the line. If there is no fault, further checks are done and then the fuse is replaced. Now, what we have seen is that some people in the communities are getting the transformers fused without authorization. And what do? I don't want to say what they do, but they misfuse the transformers with high-rated fusing or fuse links. Now, what this means is that when there is a fault, the fuse will not see it. The transformer will respond to it by going off. When the load grows, we will not know. The transformer will suffer that penalty and go off. And as I speak with you right now, if your transformer goes off, it's going to be difficult for us to get a replacement as quickly as you will want it. So the onus lies on us as assemblymen to protect the assets in our community. We don't want to see any unauthorized person near the transformers in the communities. Now, I've mentioned it partly, we've also realized unauthorized connections in the communities. Somebody has a meter here, and then a neighbor comes, then they extend the line to the community. Now, this is not only dangerous for us, but it is also bad for our network. Now, it is dangerous for the community because of electrocution. Those wires are not meant to be used in that manner. So when you do so, you are subjecting them to strains, and then they can snap and fall on the ground. And you and I know what will happen if livestock or even our children pass by, especially when it drizzles or rains. So please, Assemblyman, Honorable, it is your responsibility to help us curb all these challenges. Now, PM, permit me to bring to the attention of the House the challenge we we had with our billing software from March to April. We had a challenge. The software underwent what we call maintenance. So as a result, we were unable to issue our bills on time. But glory be to God. The system is back and running. And this is going to continue. And we are sure and we believe that things will be better going forward. Now the Power App is also up and running. We call on members to make use of the Power App. Now, non-payment of bills continue to be a challenge of the district within the period. And like I stated earlier, from time to time we institute revenue mobilization campaigns to get unpaid bills retrieved from customers. And like I said, from this week to next week, the operation Pay Your Bill or All Must Pay is in force. So we'll call on you to help us disseminate the information to our members so that they can get their bills paid on time to avoid disconnections. Now, PM, Honorable House, I would like us to rise up to the occasion as a form of a call to action by supporting infrastructure development through education and sensitization fora. For instance, if ECG wants to undertake an injection project or network expansion project, one of the challenges we meet sometimes is litigation. This is my land, I will not permit it to be here and all that. And one project which is supposed to have lasted for a maximum of, say, 2 months can linger on for years, if not, for months, if not years. So if you want development in your community, we are a developmental tool. We are committed to that. You have to help us so that we also help you. PM, we also want us to strengthen the security coordination amongst institutions so as to get our installations and personnel protected, especially when we go for revenue mobilization, when we go for projects in the communities. The police, we always call on you and we are always there to help. We want this to continue so that we can enjoy development in our localities. PM, we also would like you to endorse our advocacy for vegetation control at areas with rubber, coconut, and palm trees. We beg you, this will go a very long way to help us to improve upon our power supply in the municipality. And we also want you to facilitate transparent communication channels for feedback and stakeholder concerns. Already, Honorable Assemblymen, you are helping us. Let's continue to keep that communication channel open. Let's continue to work together and see one another as partners in development. ECG, we should not be noted for disconnections or outages. For instance, if power goes off right now, 80% of us here will shout, it is not our desire. As a district manager, it is part of my KPI to sell some quantity of electricity to the municipality. And every minute, every hour that the power goes off is a dent on my performance. So as a district manager, I would not be happy that my power goes off. So please understand and then help us to communicate this to our customers. In conclusion, Honorable PM, I think together we can build a resilient energy future for our constituency, one that powers livelihoods, empowers businesses, and enhances safety and sustainability. I want to thank the Assembly for your audience and thank all of you for the opportunity given me to have this conversation with you, and thank you all once again for your protection and your support. Thank you. We'll pause here, and if there are questions and concerns, we can take them. Thank you.
Honorable members, we are to control ourselves, and most of ECG offices or they be inside beside which me are quick. Wa busy the Bama Pan Pocho Ombro and then Miss Zimara Ombro and then most of the year you to me out office now or the number and now one a client service number some more. No, it's not walk or end the Pocho before Becca said May MC Opede or Kabiba and Sana. Pocho mentioned so there. Ye maybe when it's true, may she said most of it I go to Naif and Tamobiara Akufete with us.
Thank you, PM. Engineer, thank you for coming. And then I am happy that you are a young man just like myself. So it means that together we will push. Our MP is also very young, and we all want the betterment for Atlanta West. For the concerns you've raised, I think we've shared it together, and I told you to bring the list. So I'm happy that you say you have the list now. We are going to speak to whichever stakeholder that is involved. And if there's a need for us to cut the trees down, together with myself and the MP, we will see that those areas that are doing the interaction goes down. My worry is sometimes we wait for things to be done, and as the problem comes, before we take action. I know that it is in the law that wherever we put our pylons, there are certain distances that people should not encroach. So if we stay there, so this is to ECG. As we are doing the extension, everywhere that we build a pylon, we should make sure that no encroachers are able to go there. But as I said, we are in leadership to solve problems. And if this is our major challenge, we talk to whichever stakeholder to make sure that the right things are done. The next one you made mention of, that is very dear to my heart and to all my assembly members. We cry a lot on power. But if some of you are part of the problem of ECG, then from today we need to cease. Because we cannot create a problem and bring the problem back to the assembly and ECG. So if you are here and you deal in meter, kindly put a fake meter. Sorry. Put a stop to it from today. Because I will support them to make sure that the right thing is done. Again, you said you've heard, so it means that it is not official. Before an assemblyman deals in a fake meter, in quote, it means that it is coming from your office as well. Without them, without people from your office, how can assemblyman go by a meter? So there's an idea that says that when you are advising the mouse, then you advise the cat. So please, do your homework in your office. Because we are all going to be one dogs. If any ECG person also sells fake meter, they will bring the person to you for the person to face the law. On that note, there is one that I wanted to say, and it's on the same meter. With the meters, we know the one that government brings in, that is free, and the one that is sold. As a municipal chief executive, as quickly as possible. I've requested for that information. I need that information because we all know that government pays substantial amount of money to bring some free meters in to support people. So let's share that data. Let's know those data that we can give to the communities. And then the one that ECG yourself can sell to the various customers. Myself is a pledge to you as I came to your office. Together with my sister, we are one. We are going to help you to make sure that you succeed during your tenure. From time to time, I call you. Once there's a problem, as an engineer, I also understand. So when you tell me, I also tell my people that this is what is going on and the light will come very soon. Let's keep that cordial relationship. And House, let's clap for our MP. Because she has already taken that step to make sure that communities that are not hooked on the grid, very, very soon, will do that extension. So, as a municipal assembly, we are going to support her, push her to make sure that that project also comes on. Thank you for coming.
So, yeah, I see. Now, myself, on the Poncho MC Wama Yene NCD. Wetu na wenya obi a obaye ne ahantan se yeka obotum achuma chre hona wodi gunka tedun na wetu na wacho na motin de meri onan de probiati nenka na umunda ahantan hensu ya wazin umde kase basa ne yeka na ha na hona obotum aka hantan amakofo hunde ye nto ne kesenchin eya won kekebi ama kofu mu de hanta go na ewadun yare shobi a on kwan so de ye ne yesha se esu hantan mo se betu ya ka na se ekokum pa ka de be hanta asase do na eti na etu kan woni kase. On this note, manager best no aso ashas de erusia so that oil live no obi abomu da mpade ye wo hanta asase do medasi Honorable Samuel Dumsi. When I was some of this culture, a soram, a smoker, a back and once in brief.
UCG now Kotese.
Honorable Samuel Dumsi, go ahead.
Medasi, engineer, PM, Mama address you. Mpocho, mpere mi bisa de aketenche yen transformer no. What's the why overload? Ya ye ho complain na mpocho deben na ye ben ya transformer. Ana de yen twen no oseya ansana ye bi ana bio nso ma me pede me bisa ECG engineer enye de PM. In fact, yadanase.
If we are a question,
Ma me pede me bisa bio maka enye de dem fake meters ya engineer oraka ho asemi ame menchasi o sande dem meters ba system no mu amara samodum se menye meter menye bebi a water meter na meters oba system no mu ECG waba ba ka kire yan de meter no bebi o ofiri be no wonyim nti wontum won read na wo na eton enyina ma hozen power na obi zi meter robotwe wo power no eba ebobo hu meter no ese menyim bebi a ofi nti muntu yetewo ye wo na ECG manager den Otun safre enyanuma dem assembly members na meter no wo ye area won oh ma atin de se anyare da na se akokoto de obi runum gata musu abaka che nipa ne de ebia na adwene ye adwuma na ebia se nipa no oyare na so obi ka che ne de yes ECG fake meters na maka wasem ma manager no to safren ma ye call one conference room then na usiedo mo address yen nyina mo ka che one day whereby now we back capture data on na we use meters no one data now was a call now when your boss ampa wama ya capture data sini na ya kama one the DOT I don't know there what you want juma na na we use the meters in one boss abana we tum we tua ya da wana sia mi nhira won o sande na yin meter nti baby a meter no free baby ano eh na enyim yogudu ya wa na ECG what na mi assemblyman na dawo ma yogudu bio na ECG ona wo ka dai data na wo yeze be no say why do no say why do no iti ona was a one man reba ma wa back capture data and amumu kroma ketenche ona wo kita dem ayini bini na eboko no wa churo ase captured meaning ECG aba capture data no wajo wo voter what is it Ghana card GUO abade ID no nye GPS what's meter obeno no so that they can read it wa abaji dem information ni na wosoko na de bia wo pede won won na fake meter obi ba obobo meter no na wo twem okọ na koke fake meter iti ma pada maka kire won de abanazinti oye fake meter abanazinti na wo friend yen wo ye call one office na what na meter sa Messi wo ka kire de no they told us that there when you baby the source of the meter it they will come and read it is a now catching there fake meter and when na wapada what you want na there wapada wa abasam no catching engineer Pocho honorable effort honorable Osajifo and honorable Kenneth Obin Pocho obi o issue bia wetu akọ obi omo aka che bia otine channel na wetu aka yepe nkofo ye Pocho abi akore ni
yo PM medanse
Pocho won wetu aka antan one comment ai
PM medanse wa konje da me me ye
ona
be ye ba ni magical pakam ni za okay ye wo de member friend estimated burial ni bakake estimated burial me la madia. That's one. Two. Abamu community ma you will decompose or decay rotten posts. Ya can want some land posts wa pro decay. I'm going to 5. Manager, ya can want some on your ejuma. More to the last one. Me pede o se bi wo bo nim de bibi o ye fake yen jintum wasisim ade bi o ye fake yen jintum wasisim na wa ma akonje de yen ba de form yen fraud manager na fin de wasi o ye fake no chem kakra me last
honorable effort
honorable PM medasi nde ni gender na ye you know. In fact, obo funko na America in there. Funko no boy no obo funko, all right. But my first question on the there. Me pedomu contractors are what the replacement of 40 meters na asha wansa because contractors no way maybe we do more ye. Why bo there? Why back meters by 3? No we replace 1, no we do 2 basa. And then me pedomu contractors will replace meters no funko. Ajua amount for the non quadrina. Na ye one numbers. Na yankasa your contact one. 2. Ye ni na in the funko coastal area. nka wakyala nyes kasama nka afi bia mpo do replace ahoma manager make say ma money na ahwe sisi ansu twala na makometu because ehum bala money na atetu egufom make say light unkum ni mpo ofunko be 6 na ahoma na atu egufom a waka fadoma wekun echem na ekun nti oni etu na 3 rotten post them remember that can in fact funko bi rotten post are all look about 50 na sini ni edidi mesra one for crack edmo na motodo anan motodo anan shackles no mobo na board on the headgears why are they make sure we replace ni na ntika mkena wa akan omo modena omba yankan na last question on the day Mr. Assemblyman Mason yenye meters yentumu meters fake ones one can say ombla pay wole eduma odase
Pocho memma honorable Kenneth Owia Joanna honorable Joanna Kumsi Pocho woman Mr. President Mr. Minister the woman that they put in Mr. One that is why we have a client service Miss Someone and no or they manage therefore all due respect women managing Bruno now you can write officially so just for us to know him
Honorable PM Medasi PM Medecro Nede today young madam ne extension na Orba communities on a ECG for one day na Orban Sran Amresrede Seba Bianho upon zone na in fact Obia here extension nebi it is obey ya yan mama ne de Orban one chandam robber ya hunter was na yebeyan kakranka because Esha Obia here extension ewo ni various communities and I'm more to do biom oh mpacha PM mpacha PM mpacha eba bia ho ECG ina wo kasa fa one transformer ndi load mesa oti na
say meeting you need to reflect you know go me so
with your permission you told us there and you na ya fa so ni papa
okay
that's one to
the me so na embracing say we dey nye effort there na me so in so I put a heart the same time
Honorable PM Medasi ena bioma na American dey say eba bia ho dey na transformer na work no mpanyinfu no bebre ECG mpanyinfu bebre wo ho a say yenya problem a instead da wo boboa ma ya solve no ebo ho na obi eyi ne lines o de fido enti eba kon na transformer bi wo ho a ahwe ne ye load wo do bebre otum o ma hen nsem bebre dama so na say car bi bobu pole bi a oya ye ba fra honda wo mba ya man hen wo ka che assemblyman that ye da o chire nimpa na obu ne na ansana wetum wa abaye assemblyman bobo no ho bande obotum enya dem nimpan ban hwe de ya dem community na nkoti wotum da suma be 1 week ena won be ye problem no ma hon jede wasaka driver na ansa na bi ato ameda in America no na eba meters na yere kan ho asem no so in fact bebre wo ho one de mpo on read on yendaba wa chere ya ye ho eya still a ye ho hweti ye ba sra hon ECG ni bi wo ho a say waba krom de wo ba jeje won sika na won koni fie wo ye victim sentu ne de won ankasa ebu wo ho a efie no otim no ontua bill ebi wo ho ontua bill wa connect direct but the ye num bi ye koye pe anhwe ne ye ya na assemblyman we nya problem nti ye sra hon one education na on che bia worba communities wa ba ye one shas in fee office wo na one fambra community no mu mahen medase
yeah that's honorable Joanna
PM Pocho Medas Odo Mpocho minim de na menkane oyeja na ebiesi ni jade na pole dato no all ho nam anam so all wi odijalo ho na mecha ma send me jamo platform the one bra mo she problem me wo lo chan me ja tom nsa no aba disco da aba disco ba so mo po chaw ma send ma aba me bo chakro wa se wo nsu edidi asia na wo so ye kone ma ma from afa wo lo chan mo wa chi nimpa nsa na wa aba wa ane wo be je light bu nkotin ne o wo de ye bo won mesra wo no odo mama obu fmo wa montonsu the same problem akwana edom fam na pol webu na imu nkotum ma chan mo wa bent ma mo weyi na ma from wonder one bla na one ba fix pole no mam na up to date one bay no so wa chan wa be light bill nsana wa be ya mama na na assembly na wo membesi afu wo koto aba me yenda emblem na ye ka asam che wo no won contain mfo so onye aba apa disco fa madayami ase de ona buku kwa bisu obey extension na ECG fina so obey extension apa disco fo onken wan ye fafu wo gusum baka de won kaga na ho mesra wo what obey PM po so when di mala menya floor dem floor we ma mo signal kan fa mamda mo po so wala fetch mo po so me wu there wo lie do what disco floor di da post si wo ahumeni do one extension no wo botua do ana bu me school kwani di no botua do mo botua wo me brother di kakra se mechi aba abrazona wo wanka anta weso wo wanka ye lies no na mo botua mpede mi bi so there the me extension ni ebi bo kwa abra ana de won na won na obo abrazona me das PM nyame siro
what's the amount of pros business here alone good contractor no on no one not no he the engineer portray na asha
engineer, I will come to you again, but I was just briefed. It has not come to your notice that you know our municipal, just like the police command. So for the police command, when you get to the barrier, those in Agona will stop there. So the commander at Kwesimetim takes care of Biamu area, Apoma area, Funko Ajwa. So with ECG, is it the same? Because I understand that when you go to the Ejambra line, Abra area, some of them falls under Axim. So can we do that collaboration so that anytime they have a challenge, we can find a way to solve them? Because all the concerns, you can hear Abra zone, Abra zone, Abra zone. It means that there's a bigger concern there. So let's add it to whatever we are capturing. Thank you so much.
Honorable Engineer Ocho, my answers Libra.
Okay, thank you very much. Mamin Shasenfree, Honorable MC, in the last issue. Yes, ECG, our demarcations are different. As I speak with you, as district manager here, I oversee part of Takwan Swahili, Ahanta West proper, Mpoho. Okay, so our boundary with Takoradi district is the river, the Apawan River. Sorry, Apremdo River. From that place to Disco, Cape 3 Points, this way, Morrison Junction. That is my boundary with Axim. So Abra is under Axim district. Now, when we go this way, Simpa Junction is my boundary with Takwa. Then when you go through the Mpohos area, Bensu, Yamaho, whatever, those areas are all under. Now, collaboration is always there. For instance, we have a boundary with Secondary District through Bensu. Whenever we have challenges and our men cannot get there, we communicate with our people in Secondary and they go there. Okay? You know, our office is here, but Kejebre is closer to Takrade than is to Aguna. So I think last week we had a challenge. A vehicle broke down some conductors. We had to rely on Takrade fault team to go and mend it for us. So that collaboration is there. So with what you've raised, Abra is under Ahanta West in terms of political, but in ECGs under Axim. But we'll see what we can do. You know, we'll talk like you rightly said. We know what to do. We can speak our language better. So we'll get it done. Let me also continue with Honorable Madam Joanna, Upper Disco. It's rather unfortunate what you said is still lingering. If that is the case, please, we program here. So what platform no so? Pacho San Fatu Subium. Fatu Subium. Now, like I said earlier, almost say in voices say, oh, train and manasa, now you be kromu. Maybe the report came all right, but famikono na enyede and to muye. I mean, in terms of materials and other things, we understand. So, but we'll work on that one. And let me also jump to Funko, because it is quite related to this issue. Please, wherever you have corroded conductors, please let us know as quickly as possible so that we will take advantage of the operation 100-day maintenance to get them resolved as quickly as possible. Funko, you went out. So I was trying to admonish you to give us the areas. You have the district. Sorry, I needed to introduce my district engineer. I came here with him, Engineer Wesley Poby. He's here. So he's not a stranger to you. So please, those areas with corroded conductors, let him know. And conductors, baby, I said the conductors are rusted. Let us know. And it goes to all of us. Wherever we have identified rotten poles, like Honorable Upper Disco said, please, let's get them. We need them. We need them with pictures, videos. I don't have a problem. Send them to us on the platform. We'll get them resolved as quickly as possible. Now, on the issue of overloaded transformer at Aketenchi, are you off now? No, there's Aketenchi too. Aketenche. Sorry, it's a noun. Actually, it's a noun. So please, are you off now? No, right? So we are managing the transformer. Okay, we have to do injections. Okay, to bring in more transformers to relieve the overloaded one. Okay, the process is still ongoing. Let me put it that way. The process is still ongoing. So we'll get it resolved. But please, make sure mawenin kohun na obi an confuse transformer no. And yes, she says here, problem. Thank you. Yes, the issue of fake meters. Somebody asked, are they a fake? And I yes, form. Let me take it this way. The fakeness of the meter is so serious that because this discussion is live, I would not want to put it across. Otherwise, it will be disaster for us as a nation. So, PM, when we talk about the fake meters, it's something you and I must stand up to get it resolved. Yes, we asked you to fill some forms in the past. We're hoping to regularize your consumption on those fake meters. We take them out and then bring you the new meters. But we tried several times to do that, and a whole lot of things happened. More meters have been introduced and all that. So management has decided that the more we keep entertaining them, the more we try to get them regularized, the more we are giving people the power or the opportunity to bring in more of those meters. So the word is we are removing them. We are no more entertaining them. And we are replacing them with new ones. So like I said in my presentation, we will not just remove it and bring you a new meter. We'll remove it, you will come and apply for a new meter. Then we install it for you. Then what you consume on the fake one, we do what we call recovery. Then you pay. That one is non-negotiable. Good. So that is that. So the fake meters, please, they are not to be entertained. If you know what I'm talking about, you yourself, you will not be comfortable having those meters in your community. So, Honorable Assemblymen, help us when it comes to that aspect. So, my Honorable Assemblyman was asking, say, we are serving everybody, and it is the little you are paying. That 200 cedis, that 150 cedis, that 100 cedis you pay as your monthly bill is what we are accumulating countrywide to get money to support the operation of the district. Time is fast spent. Yes, replacement of 40 meters at Funko. Please, in the past, we were asking the contractors to go to the field, identify the fake meters, and replace. But there's a new policy now. We as ECG must identify the meters and then give it to them to replace for us. So help us to identify them.
When you come, I will help you.
Thank you. So let's take note of it, and then we do that. Extension in communities. Like I indicated, this era is collaboration. We are going to collaborate with every community to ensure that we satisfy your power needs. So rest assured, whether it is coming from the MPO, it is coming from ECGO, whether it's coming from MP or it's coming from ECG, it is the same thing we are going to do. And the issue of ECG staff not paying bills, this is not something we know of. So you've given us a hint. We'll know what to do going forward. Thank you very much. So unless I've left out something, yes. Good. You said it in Hunter. I didn't know. I just heard estimated bill. So I don't know. You wanted to ask whether there is something like that. Mm-hmm. What is estimated bill? Oh, okay. Let me just take 5 minutes to explain this for you. It is, I'll just try to compress it. You know, every month we come to read your meter, and then based on your consumption compared to your previous reading, we get your consumption and then we bill you. Are you getting me? So, for instance, we came to read your meter on 1st of June, and then this month we came again 1st of July. We'll be able to know what you consume. So let's say you consumed 100 units. We'll use the 100 units, subject it to an algorithm to come up with your bill. Now, let's say for one reason or the other, 1st of August, that the meter reader was supposed to come to your facility to read the meter. Something happens. Maybe it rained heavily or something. He is sick or something. So he is not able to what? To come to read the meter. Are you getting it? Or he came there when light was off. So he couldn't read the meter. So the system, because we've plotted the entire municipality, we don't have, it's like Akobam. If we come to the community and we are unsuccessful in reading your bill, your meter, we cannot have time to come back again. It has to go or wait till the next month. So what happens is, when we are unable to read your meter when we are supposed to read it, the system will base on your previous consumption, okay, and estimate that, oh, honorable, last month you consumed 100 units, and this 100 units corresponded to, let's say, 1 or 2 units per day. So the 100 units in June, 30 days, 100 divided by 3 will be around, by 30 will be around 3 point something. So 3 point something units per day in June. So if in July we are unable to read, we can project that you still consume the 3 units per day. So we use the 3 units, multiply by 31, then we come up with your July consumption. Then we use it to bill. Now in August, when we go to read successfully, the system will now compare what we gave you and what you actually consumed. So that if it is less, we credit you. If it is more, we debit you. That is all. It's very, very simple. Okay.
So, you don't see. Now, Pocho, engineer, you don't see for the presentation. Now, Obia will show up office. So, in fact, Obi get up availability of the meter and the duration that it takes. And so, Nipa Prodensa can, Mestro, na Sisi Ambroko, as I was no, or they won't bring a crowd. Now, what did the P trade? I mean, we free. It's a vessel of BBL information beyond Tuna Wabo, but MC prepared the Obama ne a vessel PURC, one Sabtamega cry MP, and only MC when speech no Onya and Burpee. A vessel says one as Sabian MC needs to the cable phone chain, take care in the next 20 minutes of a timer. Nanka, ya and Yadama addresses no, na Yetuna ya, but on this note, gets the phone. Okay, duration that it takes.
Okay, thank you very much. About apply for meter. Under normal circumstances, within 2 weeks, we should be able to serve you. But so many things along the chain happen to prevent us from being able to serve you within the stipulated time. It is not cast in stone. There is no specific thing I can say that because of this, we will not be able to serve you. But as and when you come to apply, we will do our best to expedite the process to make sure you are served expeditiously. Thank you very much.
So, engineer. So, me agree. Yene honorable MP. And a pay unina kasa anida leadership ohenyaye away. Na our pedenke the membri oyemu na information there wa file or your question end in the will do it and say order urban the fact that the okwa onye ya another one to wamba assembly it has taken 2 months as na the man wa adopt the obakan wa assemble and so on this note no honorable MP Oche na nemu in farm there this speech in there no problem or ben address now konya but you to kind of speech and address no on denchen and say with all respect MP or S official or Kayama or S official and so in that regard member or the bibia amachi ba chief no gundu no or wenim and say me pocho ye the young brother me pocho me jad me say me kasam ye the young brother Nyamanjaba. So I want to recognize the office of the MP there. On them the order into Abaha Ahano and yes member or a member and or official. The issue here is that me poncho a bit a ECDM presentation. MP or honey programs now urban elections are on to be. But then needs a new here and so this so magic or in some no na enyono no be jawa kenken nemum ye beji ya atua na yetum ya kenatron ma etum na ati because this house of obi represents obi ewo aha. So on this note young brother ye recognize officer young brother Ofole Lawrence ewo ha or represent no or represent MP no office there ɔbrɛ nyae ɔbɛmɛn nkra wambɛkra ɔbɛkasa ɔbɛmɛn nkra so meteki one permission na afi okay nti mpɔtɔ mɛsrɛ na makenkan honorable MP ne statement no mede ama house no medon ase. Good afternoon, honorable members. Honorable Ebenezer Edu, Municipal Chief Executive. The Municipal Bocho is addressed by Honorable Mevisku Kwabisu, Member of Parliament for Hunter West constituency, to the Hunter West Municipal Assembly. Honorable Ebenezer Edu, Municipal Chief Executive, the Municipal Coordinating Director, Honorable Presiding Member, Honorable Assembly members, heads of departments, invited guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you warm greetings from the Speaker of Parliament, the President of the Republic of Ghana, and the Vice President. On behalf of the President and myself, I wish to extend my sincere appreciation to all Assembly members for their commitment and support in the approval of both the Presiding Member and the Municipal Chief Executive. Your swift and unified cooperation demonstrates your dedication to the development and progress of the Hunter West. I also take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude through the honorable members to the good people of Hunter West for the trust and confidence they have reposed in me to represent them in Parliament. It is a privilege I hold in high esteem, and I remain fully committed to working in the interest of every constituent. Since assuming office, I have taken concrete steps to implement my social contract agenda and address the many challenges confronting our constituency. I have engaged extensively with stakeholders, including relevant government ministries, agencies, embassies, development partners, institutions within the municipality, and well-meaning individuals both within and outside the constituency. I am pleased to report that some of these engagements have already begun yielding positive results. As part of this effort, engineers are currently on the grounds conducting technical assessment and demarcating communities in urgent need for electricity extension. Some road projects have been submitted and are awaiting funding to commence construction. Additionally, some schools have been earmarked for rehabilitation under the GET Fund program, and several communities have been identified for intervention to address pressing mobile network challenges. In the area of employment, names of some constituents have been submitted for job placement opportunities. I am happy to report that some have already secured employment and more will join. I am also actively supporting young people who have applied to various nursing training institutions to get admission, and I have facilitated transfers of some constituents to ensure continued access to their work. Vocational development remains top priority. Renovation works are being pursued for the School Training Center to begin practical learning opportunities for our youth. In the coming weeks, my office will also begin installing street lights at key locations across the constituency to improve safety and visibility in our communities. In terms of youth empowerment through sports, I am pleased to announce that the second edition of our Hunter Sport Fest, an annual sporting event aimed at nurturing talent and fostering unity among youth and communities, will take place this weekend. We are also making the Hunter Marathon a yearly event designed to promote youth involvement in athletics and healthy living. Both initiatives will be sustained annually to build community spirit and opportunity. On the cultural and educational front, I have led a landmark initiative to integrate the Hunter language into our school curriculum. A dedicated committee of traditional leaders and educators was formed. Teachers were trained and language has now been officially launched. I am honored to announce that it is currently being taught in 20 schools across the constituency. To further celebrate and preserve our rich cultural identity, I have officially declared the month of July as Ahanta Heritage Month. Looking ahead, Ahanta Heritage Month will be fully celebrated next year with a lineup of activities including historical forums, business expos, culture exhibitions, educational engagement, and many other activities. Preparatory work is already underway, and I will soon inaugurate a heritage committee to lead the planning and implementation. The committee will also be responsible for spearheading research and documentation efforts, including the writing of Ahanta history and translating educational materials from English into Ahanta language in support of its full integration into the national curriculum. In the healthcare sector, plans for the rollout of mobile clinic are far advanced and will soon provide essential healthcare services directly to our communities. Additionally, my office is working on introducing a loan support scheme to empower market women. A major infrastructure I have officially written to the Honorable Minister for Health regarding the abandoned regional hospital project and the uncompleted Agenda 111. Although the response from the ministry indicates that funding is currently unavailable, I continue to advocate strongly for these critical facilities to be prioritized in the government's plan. As part of my parliamentary duties, I have already delivered two important statements on the floor of Parliament. One addressing sanitation challenges and the other advocating for the inclusion of the Ahanta language in the national school curriculum. Today, I was supposed to ask two urgent questions to the honorable ministers. However, the Minister of Education won't be available to answer. To the Minister of Education, when will the government complete the operationalize the Takoradi Technical University campus at Akatechi in the Ahanta West constituency, which has remained abandoned for the past 8 years. Honorable Akatechi, take note. To the Minister for Roads and Highways, what is the current status of the following road projects in the Ahanta West constituency? Sanko to Cape 3 Point, Abade Ayem, Abade Tondu, Butro Enyano, Ejambra and Eusojo, Eusojo to Otopo, which have all been abandoned since 2020. Oh, you didn't appreciate it. Furthermore, I will be reading a statement on the floor of Parliament calling on the government to formally recognize Ahanta heroes as part of Ghana's national historical narrative. The effort aligns with our broader mission to reclaim and elevate our cultural identity as a people. In just 6 months, I have begun to lay a solid foundation for real and transformative change. I remain deeply committed to delivering on my promises and tackling the key challenges facing our constituency. In conclusion, I respectfully urge the Assembly through the Municipal Chief Executive, together with all relevant stakeholders, to actively partner with my office in the planning and execution of all developmental initiatives and programs so that we may collectively deliver sustainable and impactful progress for the good people of Ahanta West. This is the address by our hard-working Member of Parliament, Honorable Mavis Kukwa Bisu Boatin. Thank you, Honorable. So we now go straight to okay. So you keep the secretaries. So we now have the pleasure to welcome the hardworking, energetic, and young man of our time, Honorable Ebenezer Edu, to give us the sessional address. Honorable. No, the issue here is that Honorable kindly